Hi guys, this is Make Me Up on Beauty Base. I'm makeup artist Lully Keys, and today I'm going to be showing you how to do Katy Perry's makeup from her Raw video. Rawr! I've cleansed and moisturised the skin, so I'm going to start on the makeup. For the Katy Perry Raw video, she's got really beautiful finished bronzed skin, so we're going to spend quite a lot of time on the skin today. I'm going to be using Revlon Nearly Naked as a foundation. This one is in shade Shell, number 130. So I'm just going to be putting a little bit on my hand, and I'm going to be taking this amazing foundation brush from Topshop. It's got a really nice angled brush, but this is really good because it kind of just gets in everywhere, like the inner corners of the eyes and around the nose like this. So what I'm doing is really just covering the face, blending really well so you don't see any tide marks. You want some good coverage with this look. Onto concealer, and my favourite one of all time, Estee Lauder Maximum Coverage. This is in shade 3, Creamy Vanilla. So I've just put a tiny bit on my hand, and with my concealer brush, so it's actually a fluffy brush, but I really like it as a concealer brush. I'm going to just be going on any blemishes or any redness that you may have. Okay, so onto the under eye concealer now, and I'm going to be using this one by Cisley. This is eye concealer with botanical extracts. It's also anti-redness. Look up for me, darling. Just going to be putting in the inner corner. Just tap it on really nicely. You can use this with your finger as well, doesn't matter what finger you use. For the brows, I'm going to be using this really cool new product by Bourjois. It's called Brow Fixing Mascara. It's transparent, so it doesn't have any colour on it, but it just fixes the brows. So what we're going to do is just brush the hairs upwards in the direction of growth. For the eyes, I'm going to be using this pencil by Bourjois. It's called Khol and Contour, and this pencil is in shade Kaki Insolent. Close your eyes, darling. So I'm going to be applying this just along the lash line. I could see when I looked at the video that Katy Perry's got she's got like a greeny blue sort of colour just along the lash line, which tends to make your eyes really fresh and open them up. That being too heavy, just going to be applying it all the way along upper lash line, and then I'm going to be blending it. So you can do this with your finger. I'm also going to be putting this on the lower lash line, but very slightly. So for the eyeshadow, it's really, really natural. I'm going to be using two shades. This one, this taupe shade by Illamasqua called Heroine, as in female hero. And these two light shades by NARS, and this is called Iceland. So this taupe shade, I'm going to be just along the socket line, just to give a bit of definition along the eyelid crease here. As you can see, it's not a very strong colour, and that's why I've chosen it. I'm going to be using the light shade. I'm actually going to mix them up because one's got a slightly bit more of a pale green tint, and I'm just going to be using that in the middle of the eyeball here. So we're going to curl the lashes now. I'm using this brilliant eyelash curler by Eyeko. So what you do is you just look down for me, just hold it for 5 seconds. For mascara, I'm using this one by Eyeko. It's called Black Magic Mascara Drama and Curl in black. So just putting lashings of this on. It's got a slightly curved brush, it's just easier to get right into the root. This is quite a lashy look because the eyeshadow is quite natural. So you can afford to put 2 or 3 coats of mascara on. For the lashes, I'm using these ones by Eylure. They're called Naturalites, they're lengthening. They come with lash glue, but I'm using my own eyelash duo adhesive lash glue, which you can get at Screen Face or other pro makeup stores. So I just put a tiny bit of eyelash glue on my hand, and then with a teeny tiny brush, I'm just going to apply it to the base of the lashes. It's a good idea to make it go a bit tacky before you apply it because it'll stick much quicker and not slide all over your eyelid. So I'm just going to take my tweezers and clutch the lashes in the middle, and I'm going to apply them. Close your eyes, darling. Just going to apply them, push them in the middle, and then apply the one end and then the other. So now I've done the lashes, I'm just going to go over them very gently with some mascara just to really bring them out. Because as I said before, this look is quite lashy and it really opens up the eyes. Now I'm going to be doing a very thin black line, and this is only really to seal any gaps from the lashes. I'm going to be using this one by L'Oreal, it's called Perfect Slim. And just rest the brush on top of the lashes. So it's like the tiniest line. This eyeliner is really good because it gives you that really thin, precise line. It's got a really sharp tip. So now we're going to go into the bronzing bit of this look, and I'm going to be using this bronzing primer by Bourjois. So this basically it's a tinted smoothing primer. It's quite dark and it smells amazing. It smells of like holiday cream. It's really cool. I love it. Reminds me of Hawaii. So basically you put some on your finger. It's quite dark, but we're just going to be putting it all over the skin. You can use your finger or you can use a brush. I think I'll be using a brush. I'm just going to be really going in. It's kind of for all over the face, but it is quite dark and you're supposed to like kind of blend it in with your skin. So I'm applying it underneath the cheekbones and also a little bit on the temples. Just really get in there. Don't forget your ears as well, because sometimes if you're quite pale and you've got bronze and you've got white ear, it can be look quite strange. So I'm also using it under the chin. Look here to me, darling. If you are slightly pale and you're doing a bronzed look, I mean, it's always a good idea to have a self-tan before, so you don't have to bronze your entire body, but it's always good when you're doing your foundation to bring it under the neck like I'm doing now. Like, don't forget your neck. So now I've done this primer bronzer, I'm now going to move on to the powder bronzer, and I'm using this cheek duo by Topshop. It's called Break of Day. They've got a cool brown shimmery bit and then a pink shimmery bit, obviously for the cheekbones and then the cheeks. So if I concentrate more on the bronzer bit, I'm going to just really accentuate these cheekbones. This is quite a bronzed, summery beach look. Using my blusher brush, I'm now going on the pink bit of this cheek duo and bringing the colour into the apples of the cheeks. So we've really got this beautiful, healthy glow. For the lips, Katy Perry's got a really beautiful peachy, shimmery lip gloss on. So we're going to be using this one called Extra Apricot, and it's by Clinique. So I'm just going to put some on my hand. And with a lip brush, I'm just going to place it on the lips. This doesn't need a lip liner. It's not a real stylized lip look. But this is really fresh, peachy, shimmery. So here we have it, guys, the finished look for today. I hope you guys have liked this video. If you have, please can you give me a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I'll be back next week showing you how to do Jennifer Lawrence's sexy American household makeup. See you then. Bye.